Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a live broadcast of WHBC Playhouse of the Air. We thank you for braving the weather this Christmas Eve, and you'll be glad you did when you hear the story we have for you tonight, It's a Wonderful Life. Remember, this evening's program is being broadcast from coast to coast, and our listeners are counting on your reactions as a part of our listening pleasure. So don't be shy and feel free to applaud, laugh, swoon, and cry just as loudly as the spirit moves. I'm getting a signal from our stage manager that we'll be going live on the air in just 3 minutes, which allows us just enough time for a word from our sponsor. We would like to thank our following sponsors: Campbell Landscaping, Canton Palace Theater, Come Craft With Me, Coon Restoration, Habitat for Humanity, East Central Ohio, George Financial Services, Matt Graber, Kip Thorne Motors, News Talk 1480 WHBC, Patriot Software, Patriot Title Agency, and Triad Services.
And we're live in 3, 2.
1480 WHBC.
Good evening. Tonight we bring you a real feel-good heart warmer, perfect for this time or any Christmas Eve. It's a Wonderful Life. We begin our story in the little town of Bedford Falls, New York, US of A, where a number of people in the town are praying for their dear friend, a typical American dreamer named George Bailey.
Dear God, please watch over my husband, George.
George is a good boy. You know that. My son has always gone out of his way to give others a hand. Now it's him who needs the help.
Oh, my big brother George. He's done so much for all of us.
I remember all the times he would stay late after work, not ask a cent. The world needs more like George Bailey.
George Bailey never thinks about himself. I wouldn't have a roof over my head if it wasn't for him.
He had no sense of business, that George Bailey, just like his father. None of the Baileys were ever businessmen. It's his own fault if he wasn't prepared for times like these.
I can't help but think it's all my fault. Help him, Father. It's me who's putting him through all this.
Something's the matter with Daddy.
Should we pray for him, Mommy? Yes, Suzu, pray. Pray very hard.
The voices carry heavenward where God summons Clarence, an apprentice angel.
Hello, Joseph. Trouble?
The name George Bailey keeps coming up.
Yes, I know.
We should probably send someone down.
Whose turn is it?
Clarence, the clock.
Oh, Clarence. He still doesn't have his wings, does he?
He doesn't have much going from it all, sir.
But he has faith, Joseph. A strong, simple faith. But it seems to me that's exactly what George Bailey needs right now. Send for Clarence.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, Clarence. Someone needs our help. His name is George Bailey, and he's about to throw away God's greatest gift.
Oh, his life?
His life.
Oh, dear.
It will be your mission, Clarence, to change his mind.
Oh, I have a mission. Sir, if I should accomplish my mission, might I perhaps have my wings? It's been nearly 200 years now, and well, people are beginning to talk.
Clarence, you do a good job, and you'll get your wings.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Now, no time to lose.
Oh.
Joseph,
Sir?
I'm turning this over to you. Brief
Yes,
Clarence on his mission.
Yes, sir.
I have my eye on some sparrows I must attend to. Good luck, Clarence.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Now then, Clarence, let's go back in time and get some background on George Bailey.
Come on, Harry!
That's it. George Bailey. 12 years old.
Oh, look, they're sliding in the snow down the hill.
Across the icy pond.
And riding on snow shovels.
It's a contest to see who can slide the farthest.
Oh?
And stepping up to the starting gate, my kid brother, Harry Bailey.
I'm not scared, George.
Go, Harry, go!
Here I go!
There goes the scary baby, my kid brother, Harry Bailey.
Oh, he's going much further than the others and faster.
Out where the ice is thin.
Oh, the ice is breaking.
George!
Oh, he's fallen in. Oh, he's gone under.
I'm coming, Harry.
George! George is jumping in. Oh, where is he? Oh, there he is. He's got Harry.
Make a chain, lifeline on the ice. Make a chain.
Oh, they're pulling him out.
George saved his brother's life that day, but he caught a bad cold, and the infection cost him the hearing in his left ear. It was weeks before he could resume his job after school at Gower's drugstore.
It's me, Mr. Gower, George Bailey.
No. What's he doing? Playing with something bolted to the tobacco counter.
Cigar lighter, a complimentary light for customers.
Oh, but he doesn't smoke at his age.
No, he dreams dreams and makes wishes.
Oh, on a falling star?
No, on that old cigar lighter. It's a tradition amongst the boys in Bedford Falls.
Wish I had $1 million. Hot dog!
Oh, he'll get his wish.
Mr. Gower, you back there?
You're late!
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Hello, George.
Oh, hi, Mary.
I have a whole dime. I'm trying to decide between a soda and chocolate ice cream.
Hello, George.
Hi, Violet.
Hello, Mary.
Hello, Violet.
Do you mind if I sit here at the soda fountain with you?
Certainly not.
The usual?
Mary was here first.
I'm still deciding.
All right, then. 2 cents worth of licorice shoelaces.
The usual. I'll get 'em. Be right back.
Like him.
You like every boy you see.
What's wrong with that? Oh, here he comes.
There you go, Violet.
Thank you, George. Help me down off the stool. It's up high.
Uh-huh.
Never mind. There. Did it myself. Goodbye, George. Goodbye, Mary.
Goodbye, Violet.
Made up your mind yet?
Chocolate ice cream.
What? Sorry. Talking my good here.
Chocolate ice cream.
With coconut?
I don't like coconut.
You don't like coconut? Say, don't you know where coconuts come from?
A coconut tree?
No. Well, yeah, but where is that tree?
I don't know.
Tahiti or the Fiji Islands? The Coral Sea? Look here. National Geographic magazine. Only us explorers can get it. I've been nominated for membership.
Oh.
You just watch. I'm going exploring someday.
I know you will.
Darn right. Hey, what's this under the counter? You dropped this?
No, George,
Hold on, I'll get it.
George? Oh, is this your bad ear? I know you can't hear me, but I love you, George Bailey. I'll love you till the day I die.
Here it is. Looks kind of some kind of telegram or something. You dropped this? Hey, what's the matter with you?
Nothing.
I'll get you that ice cream.
No, I changed my mind. I have to go. Goodbye, George.
Well, don't that be all? Oh, hey, you forgot your telegram. Maybe it is a hearse. Dear Mr. Gower, oh, we regret to inform you that your son Robert died this morning of influenza. Everything possible was done for his comfort. Oh, gee.
George! Come back here!
Yes, sir. Mr. Gower, is there anything I can?
I'm just making this order for Mrs. Blaine. Pills the doctor prescribed her.
Yes, sir, but...
Here, put the jar back up, and I'm done with it.
Yes, sir.
The pills the doctor prescribed.
Say, this is poison. Mr. Gower, they got the diphtheria over at the Blaine house, don't they? You get the stuff for these capsules out of this jar, Mr. Gower.
Get going!
Mr. Gower, I...
Get out! Now!
Yes, sir.
Bailey building alone? Oh, hi, Maud. No, he's in a meeting with Potter. Got a bad feeling about this. Tilly, I says to myself, that Potter's up to no good. Well, no, Maud. Every time he comes here, I start looking through the want-ads for another job. Heck, I got skills, and I'm still young. Most.
Bailey, you're hopeless. Don't come crying to me when those people can't pay their debts.
I'm not crying, Mr. Potter, but times are hard, and a lot of these people are out of work.
Then foreclose. If they don't want to work, they have no right to own a house.
They want to work, Mr. Potter, but
If they wanted to work, they'd have jobs.
It isn't that easy. These people have children. I can't.
They're not my children. Are you running a business or a nursery, a charity ward here?
Pop, I need some advice. See, these pills are...
Not now, George.
But...
Mr. Potter, have you no pity? Have you no more money than you could ever spend?
So I should give it all to the miserable failures who can't pay their mortgages? Or failures like you and that idiot brother of yours with your shoestring building and loan?
He's not a failure. You can't say that about my father.
George!
You're not a failure, Pop. You're the biggest man in town.
George, we'll discuss this at dinner.
Yes, sir.
Biggest man in town.
Bigger than you.
George!
I'm going.
Gower, drug? What's that? Well, those pills should have been there an hour ago. Yes, thanks for calling. George Bailey!
George? Yes, sir.
Come in here.
Yes, sir. Mr. Gower, I've been pacing up and down out front here, and I guess I better tell you.
Where's Mrs. Blaine's pills? Where, George?
Ow, let go! You ripped my shirt! Ouch, let go!
Listen, where are
I
they?
don't know what you're doing!
What kind of tricks are you playing, George? Answer me, I'll beat it out of you. So help me, I will. Don't you know that that boy's sick? Don't you know that he could die? Poison? What?
I couldn't deliver him! Look at him! Look at him!
Oh my God! Dear God, George,
No, please don't hurt my
No, George, I'm just sorry. I'm so very sorry.
Mr. Gower, I won't tell anyone. I know how bad you feel. I'm not telling you, Mr. Gower. I'm not telling honest. I'm not telling.
I'm not telling you how to do your business here, Joe. Honest, you're the luggage expert, but I'm not seeing what I need here.
An overnight bag. Look at that, George. Genuine English cowhide, fitted up with the brushes.
Nope.
But George,
No,
this
no,
is...
no, 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 no. We're not talking overnight here. We're talking now. Now look, Joe, look, what I want is a big suitcase.
That's George Bailey, all grown up.
No, did he ever tell anybody about the pills?
Not a soul.
No.
Look, I'm not leaving for one night, Joe. I want something for 1,001 nights. With plenty of room to stick on labels from Italy and Baghdad, Samarkand, a great big one.
A flying carpet, huh? How about this old secondhand job I have behind the counter?
Now you're talking. Gee whiz, I could use this as a raft in case the boat sinks. How much?
No charge.
That's my trick here, Joe. It said it like you said, no charge.
That's right. Look at the name on the suitcase, see?
George, but say it's my name. What's my name doing on it?
A little present from old man Gower over at the drugstore, see? Come down and pick that out himself.
Well, what do you know about that? You know, I worked for him when I was a kid.
I remember. What boat you sailing on?
Well, I'm working my way across on a cattle boat.
A cattle boat?
Okay, I like cows. Thanks, Joe. I'm going to go see Mr. Gower and thank him. Mr. Gower?
Oh, George! Hey, you see the new jukebox I got?
Look at the colored lights on them, will you?
Oh, and Bubbles, you see the Bubbles?
That's a humdinger. Say, I haven't been here a couple of months. You really changed the old place.
Oh, I got so many kids coming in here after school these days.
Would you look at that? The old cigar lighter's still bound into the counter over here.
Oh, I couldn't get rid of that, George. It's a tradition. Oh, go ahead, make a wish for old time's sake.
I wish I had $1 million. Hot dog. Hey, listen, Mr. Gower, I wanted to thank you for the suitcase. It's exactly what I wanted.
Oh, forget it, George. It's the least that I could... Well, I hope you enjoy it.
Well, it's wonderful. Well, listen, I can't stay.
Oh, packing for your big adventure, eh?
I gotta go pack this nice big suitcase. Well, my life's about to begin. Thanks again, Mr. Gower.
You're more than welcome, George.
Hey, Ernie!
Hiya, George.
Hi, Bert.
How's it going, George?
Hey, you boys aren't busy here, are you? Nothing? You're not giving Ernie a ticket, are you? Because I could come back later, Bert.
No, we're just passing the time, George.
Ernie, I'm a rich tourist today. Figured to ride in style. How about driving me home in your cab?
Sure, Your Highness. Hop in. And for the carriage trade, I even put on my hat.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bailey.
Oh, wow. Hello, Violet. You look good. That's some dress you got on there.
What, this old thing? I only wear it when I don't care how I look. Well, goodbye, George.
Only wears it when she...
Yeah.
You ready to go, George?
Yeah, let's go, Ernie, before I forget where I'm going. Mother, I believe that's the best dinner I've ever had.
You always say that, George.
This is my last time, too. This is my last meal in the old homestead before I set out on a life of adventure.
Where's Harry? Harry, you're going to be late for your high school graduation party.
I'm coming. Hey, you coming later, George? We're gonna use that new gym floor you designed.
Yeah, I hope it works.
Of course it'll work. You're an architectural genius. Gonna build skyscrapers in New York.
No gin tonight, son.
Pop, just a little.
No, son, not one drop of alcohol.
Horse feathers. Oops. Gotta go. Bye, all.
Don't slam it!
Hey, Pop, did I act like that when I was in high school?
Pretty much. Wish we could send Harry to college with you, George. Your mother and I talked it over half the night.
We have that all figured out. See, Harry will take my job at the building alone for the next 4 years, and then when I get out, he'll go.
He's pretty young, George.
Oh, no younger than I was.
Maybe you were born older, George.
How's that?
I said you were born older. Have you decided what you want to do when you get out of college?
Well, I'm gonna design new buildings and plan modern cities. You know, all that stuff I've always talked about. This is just the beginning, Pop.
Uncle Billy and I will miss you over at the building and loan. Don't suppose you'd consider coming back after you graduate?
Now, Pop, I couldn't. I'd go crazy cooped up for the rest of my life in some shabby little office. I'm sorry, Pop. I didn't mean it. I mean, it didn't mean it that way. I want to do something important, you know, something big.
Well, George, I feel that in our small way, we are doing something important. People want a place to call their own. And we're helping them get that in our shabby little office.
I know, Pop, but I've been hoarding pennies like a miser so I could go do this. Most of my friends, they've already gone off to college, and Pop, if I don't get away, I'll just bust. You know what I mean, don't you?
Yes, George. I guess I do.
You look tired, Pop.
I had another tussle with Potter today. I thought when we put him on the board of directors, he'd ease up a little.
Yeah, I wonder what's eating that money-grubbing old buzzard.
Oh, he's a sick man, George. Sick in his mind, sick in his soul. Hates everybody that has anything he can't have. I guess this town is no place for any man unless he's willing to crawl to Potter. Well, you've got to get out of here, George. I understand that.
You want to shock, Pop? I think you're a pretty great guy.
Wow, well.
And I'm going to go get dressed and go over to Harry's graduation party.
You have a good time, son.
Yeah, quite a crowd.
Yeah, it was the biggest senior class in the history of...
Hello, George.
Sam Wainwright, when did you get here?
Just this afternoon. Thought I'd come down and see how this place has changed. Say, George, this gym floor is awful clever. Swimming pool underneath.
Yeah, kind of my idea.
Kinda. All his idea. He even drew up the plans. Saved the town a lot of money.
Yeah. Well, so you're an old college graduate, huh, now?
Yeah, and it looks like you're finally gonna make it out of here after all.
Yep.
Coach has been following your high school games, Harry. You're the one we really want to see up there.
Well, not this year. Gotta make some dough first.
Welcome back, George.
Principal Partridge.
Putting a pool under this floor? Well, putting a pool was a great idea, George. Saved us another building.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello, George.
Hiya, Violet.
My dance card's not full yet. What am I bid?
Well,
Hey, George.
Hiya, Marty. Hey, it's Old Home Week.
Do me a favor, will you, George?
Yeah, what's that?
You remember my kid sister, Mary?
Well, I haven't seen her in quite a while, Marty, but yeah, sure. I remember her, chocolate ice cream with coconut.
Dance with her, will you?
Well, I don't know.
Just one time. Give her the thrill of your life. Come on, right over here. Hey, sis.
Oh, okay, but not for very long. I don't want to babysit some... Hello?
Mary? George, Mary. Well, I'll be seeing you.
Well.
I'm back, Mary. Here's your punch.
Thank you, Freddie.
You want to dance?
Yes. Here. Hold my punch, Freddie.
But I got it just for you. Hey, come back here. That's my dance. Hey.
You're quite a dancer.
So are you. Why you look at me as if you don't know me?
Well, I knew this little girl named Mary Hatch. I guess she grew up.
Oyez! The big Charleston contest is about to begin. Anyone not tapped by the judges will remain on the floor until the winning couple is chosen. Let's dance!
Hey, I'm not very good at this.
Neither am I.
Well, what do we got to lose? Here we go.
What's the matter, Freddie?
Hey, Mickey. George Bailey danced off with my girl.
Say, Freddie, did you know there's a swimming pool under this floor?
Yeah? So?
And did you know that button behind you makes this floor open up? And did you know that George Bailey is dancing almost right over that crack? And did you further know that I've got the key that unlocks the button?
Unlocks them. It makes the floor open up. Nah, gimme.
Here you go, fella.
Where's the keyhole?
Here on the wall. Now, just turn the key.
Yeah?
He's got his back to it. You'll never see what's coming. Press the button.
Like this?
Hey, they're cheering for us.
We must be good.
Oh, they're clearing the dance floors. All right, then let's show them how to do this dance.
Maybe we'll win the Loving Cup.
Maybe we'll.
They're all jumping in after him. Come on, Othello, let's take a dip.
Last one in's a rotten egg.
Stop. As principal of, oh, the heck with it. Here I come, Geronimo!
Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight? Can't you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight?
Okay, you ready? You ready to get this harmony?
Ready.
All right, okay.
And dance by the light of the moon.
Hot dog just like them barber choppers.
Beautiful.
Bet I'm the only boy ever carried your wet clothes home from school.
You are. Do I look as funny in this robe as you look in that football outfit?
Yeah. Guess I'm not the football player type. Well, beggars can't be choosers. We were lucky to find these. Didn't want to go home wearing wet clothes, but no, you look wonderful in that robe. You know, if it wasn't me talking, I'd say you were the prettiest girl in town.
Well, why don't you say it?
I don't know, maybe I will. Say, how old are you anyway?
18.
18? Well, it seems like just last year you were 17. You look older without your clothes. I mean, you without a dress. I mean, you look good. I mean, younger. You look just.
Careful. You're standing on the belt. I almost lost this robe you think so much of.
Oh, well, we can't have that. I mean, well.
Well then, sir, my train, please. Throw it over my arm.
A pox upon me for a clumsy lout. Here you are, your caboose, my lady.
You may kiss my hand.
And so I shall, my lady. It's such a soft hand, Mary, and you're so soft. And so...
Buffalo gal can come out tonight.
No, wait, come back here. Now, let me show you something. I'm going to throw a rock. The old house here, the old Granville house.
Oh, no, don't. I love that old house.
No. You see, you make a wish. You try to break some glass. When I was a kid, we...
Oh, no, George, don't. That old place, it's so full of romance. I'd love to live in it.
Live in it? Well, not even a ghost would want to live in it. Okay, now, you see this rock? You'll watch that second floor window there to the right. Ha!
What did you wish for, George?
Not just one wish, Mary, a whole hatful. I'm going to go see the world. And I'm going to go to college and see what they know. And then I'm going to build things. I'm going to build skyscrapers 100 stories high and bridges a mile long. And hey, what you doing with that rock?
I'm making a wish and throwing it.
And that's pretty good. What'd you wish for, Mary?
Wouldn't you like to know? Buffalo gals can come out.
What do you want, Mary? You want the moon? You just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down. Hey, that's a pretty good idea. I'll lasso the moon for you, Mary.
I'll take it. Then what?
Well, then you could swallow it, see, and it'll dissolve. See, and the moonbeams, they'll shoot out of your fingers and your toes and your hair and... am I talking too much?
Yeah, you're talking too much.
How's that?
I've been sitting here on this porch listening to you for the last 5 minutes. Stop talking. Kiss her.
Kiss her?
Youth is wasted on kids who don't know what to do with it. I'm going inside.
Hey, hold on. Come back out here, and I'll show you some kissing that'll put hair back on your head. Now, what? Mary, Where'd you go?
I'm over
Mary,
here in the hydrangea bushes.
Well, what are you doing in there?
Look down on the sidewalk, George.
Down on the... Oh, it's your robe.
You were standing on the belt again.
Well, it means if I have your robe, that means that you're...
Yes. Now please toss me my robe.
It's a very interesting situation.
My robe.
Yeah, a man doesn't get in a situation like this every day.
My robe.
Well, not in Bedford Falls anyway. This requires a little thought.
George Bailey, give me my robe.
I've read about things like this, but I've never experienced...
I'm going to tell your mother on you.
Oh, my mother, she's way up on the corner there.
But I'll call the police.
Oh, they're way downtown. They'll be on my side, too.
Then I'll scream.
Maybe I could sell tickets.
George Bailey.
George! George! Come on, quick! Your father's had a stroke!
What? Mary, I'm sorry. I've got to go. Here, I'm tossing your robe. Here.
Come on, George, hurry. The doc's there now.
In a moment after these words from our sponsor, we will return to the WHBC Radio Players production of It's a Wonderful Life. George Financial Services is a trusted investment advisory firm based in Canton, Ohio. This father and son team has more than 30 years of experience in helping clients achieve their long-term financial goals. Delivering unmatched customer service is a core value that sets George Financial Services apart. Visit georgefinancialservices.com today. And now we will return to the WHBC Radio Players production of It's a Wonderful Life.
Bailey Building and Loan. Oh, hi, Maud. What? Oh, sure. You didn't hear? The board's deciding right now what's going to happen to Bailey's Building and Loan. Potter? Oh, yeah. He's still on the board.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Gentlemen, we need to wrap up this board meeting. George here gave up his trip to Europe to help straighten things out these past few months since his father died. Now he's going to be late to college because the semester already started, so let's finish the formalities and get to our real purpose, appointing a successor to Peter Bailey.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to get to my real purpose. It is my belief that Bedford Falls can do without the Bailey Building and Loan. Therefore, I make a motion that this institution be dissolved and all its assets and liabilities be turned over to the receiver.
Why, you old buzzard!
Easy, Uncle Billy.
Mr. Chairman, it's too soon after Peter Bailey's death to be discussing this. It was his faith and hard work that built this organization, and...
I'll go farther than that. I'll say that as far as the public was concerned, Peter Bailey was the Building and Loan. But he wasn't a businessman. Oh, I don't mean any disrespect to him, God rest his soul. He was a man of high ideals, so-called. But ideals without common sense is bad business. Now, you take this loan here to Ernie Bishop. You know that fella that sits around all day in his taxi? I happen to know that the bank turned down his loan.
I happen to know. Bourgeois. They ask your permission before they fill the inkwells.
Uncle Billy.
But he comes here after he's turned down over there, and we're building him a house. Why?
I handle that, Mr. Potter. You'll have all the papers there, his salary, his insurance. I'll personally vouch for his character.
A friend of yours?
Yes, sir.
So if you shoot pool with some employer here, you can borrow money.
No, just...
And what does that get us? A discontented, lazy rabble instead of a thrifty working class. And all because a few starry-eyed dreamers like Peter Bailey fill their heads with a lot of impossible ideas. Now, I say that we should...
Just a minute. Now, hold on, Mr. Potter. Now, you're right when you say that my father was no businessman, but neither you nor anybody else here can say anything against his character. Why, in the 25 years since he and Uncle Billy started this thing, he couldn't save enough money to send Harry to school, let alone me. But he did help an awful lot of people out of your slums, Mr. Potter. Doesn't that kind of ownership in a town make people better citizens? You're all businessmen here. Doesn't it make them better customers? You said just a minute ago that they should wait. Well, wait for what? You just remember, Mr. Potter, this rabble you talk about does most of the working and paying and living and dying in this community. Well, what's wrong with helping them work and pay and live and die in a couple of decent rooms and a bath? People were human beings to my father, but to you, a warped, frustrated old man, they're cattle. Well, in my book, he died a richer man you'll ever be.
I'm not interested in your book. I'm talking about...
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about something that you can't get your fingers on and it's gone. That's what you're talking about. Oh, I've said too much. You men are the board here. You do with it what you want. But I believe Bedford Falls needs this little one-horse institution, if only to have some place where people can come without crawling to Potter. Come on, Uncle Billy.
Sentiment.
Everyone settle down now.
I want my motion
we
voted
have a
on.
vote to
Right
take.
now.
Gentlemen, please.
What happened? Am I out of a job?
Tilly, I don't know what to tell you.
I guess I better start reading the want ad. I got skills. I'm young. Well, I got skills.
Hey, George, you'll miss your train. You're a week late for school already.
No, don't you think we ought to stay here a few more minutes, Uncle Billy, just to see what happens?
No sense to it. We're going out of business. I can always find another job. I'm only 55.
56.
57.
Leave while you can, George. You already missed your boat trip.
George, they voted Potter down. They want to keep it going. They've only got one condition.
What's that?
Oh, that's the best part. They've appointed George here to run it.
No, Uncle Billy.
You can keep him on. You can hire anyone you'd like.
But I'm leaving. I'm leaving now. I'm going to school. This is my last chance.
But George, they'll vote with Potter otherwise.
He didn't go, did he, Joseph?
No, Clarence, he didn't.
I knew it.
He gave his school money to Harry, who went to college and became a football star. Made second-team All-American. Mary left for school, too.
But what happened to George?
George got 4 years older, waiting for Harry to come back and take over the building and loan. You see? Look.
No. Oh, they're at the train station. Oh, Harry coming home?
Yes.
Oh, finally. George's dreams are about to come true.
Watch.
No?
There he is! There he is! Getting off the train!
Where?
Right there, next to that pretty blonde.
Hey, Professor. Well, if it isn't old Phi Beta Kappa Bailey All-American.
Well, if it isn't old George National Geographic Bailey. Uncle Billy, you haven't changed a bit.
Nobody changes around here.
Where's Mother?
She's home cooking the fatted calf. Gonna be a big welcome home graduation party. Come on.
Wait. Sweetheart?
I wondered when you'd get around to me.
George, Uncle Billy, this is Ruth Dakin.
Well, hello. I'm very...
Ruth Dakin Bailey, if you don't mind.
But Bailey?
Huh?
I wired you I had a surprise. Meet the wife.
Well, what do you know?
How do you do? Wait, congratulations. Harry, why don't you say what's a pretty girl like you marrying a two-headed brother of mine over here?
How could I help falling in love with him? He's wonderful. My father fell in love with him, too. Even offered him a job.
A job? Oh.
A job? And a wife? Well, well, Harry's cup runneth over. Come on over here, Ruth. I see some people you should meet. Hey, look who I've got here. Harry's new wife. I want...
George, I never said I'd take it. You've been holding the bag here for 4 years. I won't let you down, George. I won't...
Where's your luggage?
Luggage? Oh, holy smokes. I forgot the... I'll be right back. Hey, don't go away.
Harry, don't forget to... Where did Harry go?
Getting the bags. Ruth, what about this job?
Oh, my father owns a factory in Buffalo. He wants to get Harry started in the research business.
Yeah, that a good job?
A good job with a good future, and Harry's a genius at research.
Buffalo, huh?
Harry's loading the luggage in the car. Come on, George. Your mother's waiting. Dinner.
George,
Hello, Mom. Great dinner.
what are you doing out here on the porch?
Just thinking. Nice night.
Yes, it is. Did you know Mary Hatch is back from school?
Uh-huh.
Nice girl, Mary.
Uh-huh.
The kind that can help you find the answers, George.
Uh-huh.
Oh, stop that grunting. And give me one good reason why you shouldn't call on Mary.
Sam Wainwright. Sam's crazy about Mary.
Well, she's not crazy about him. She lights up like a firefly whenever you're in the room. Besides, Sam Wainwright's away in New York, and you're right here in Bedford Falls.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Right here in Bedford Falls. Yeah, guess I'll go take a walk. Be back later.
All right, George.
I'll get it, Mother. Hello.
Hello. I just saw your evening paper here on the sidewalk. Thought I'd bring it up to the door. Just happened to be passing by.
I know. Your mother phoned and said you were on your way to pay me a visit.
What, my mother? Well, what made her think of that?
I thought you told her.
I wasn't on my line. Just going for a walk. Happened to be passing by. I saw your newspaper here on the sidewalk. Just going for a walk. That's all. Just passing by.
That's not our paper. We already got our paper.
Oh. Well, I was just passing by and I saw the...
Wonder whose paper it is.
Well, I found it on the sidewalk.
Our sidewalk?
Yes. Well, maybe a little further down. I don't know. I thought it was yours, and I...
Well, are you coming in or aren't you?
Well, all right. For a minute. I didn't tell anybody I was coming over here, you know. So I thought you'd go to New York, like Sam and the rest.
Oh, I worked there for a couple of vacations, but I don't know. I guess I was homesick.
Homesick? Oh, for Bedford Falls?
Yes, for Bedford Falls and for my family and for, well, everything. Would you like to sit down?
All right. For a minute. I can't understand it, though. I didn't tell anybody I was coming over here.
Well, would you rather leave?
No.
Well, then, sit down.
Mary, who's down there with you?
It's George Bailey, Mother.
George Bailey? What's he want?
I don't know. What do you want?
Not a thing. I just came in to get warm.
He's making violent love to me, Mother.
What?
You tell him to stop that and go right back home. And don't you leave. Sam Wainwright promised to call you from New York tonight.
You know, I don't know why I came here.
Well, what did you come here for?
I don't know. You tell me. You're the one with all the answers. I don't know why I came here. I was just... I'm leaving. Good night.
Good night.
Mary, the telephone is Sam.
I'll get it.
I forgot my hat.
Hello. Well, hello, Sam. Hee-haw. How are you? Oh, that's awfully sweet of you, Sam. There's an old friend of yours here, George Bailey. Here, wait a minute. I'll put him on.
He doesn't want to speak to George Bailey.
He does so. George, Sam wants to talk with you. Here.
No,
Will We can both listen and talk.
I could get it on the upstairs extension.
Oh, no, you can't. Mother's on the upstairs extension.
I am not.
Here, come close, George. We can both use this phone. Okay, say something, Sam. There. Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear. Hello, Sam? No, I'm not trying to steal your girl. I just happen to be.
What's the big surprise, Sam? What?
What's that? A factory. Plastic made out of soybeans, Rochester, New York. Well, what's the matter with here? You remember that old tool and machinery factory outside of town? Yeah. Half the town went out of work when they closed it down. You could get it for a song. What? I'm sorry. What?
Is my cheek in the way?
No. It's fine. Smooth.
What's that, Sam? Money? George, do you have any money?
Yeah, some, sure. Yeah. What's that?
He says it's the chance of a lifetime.
Chance of.
Sam, we'll call you later.
Later,
George.
No, you listen to me. I don't want to invest in plastic soybeans. I don't want any ground floor, and I don't want to get married ever to anyone. You understand that? I want to do what I want to do.
Don't hold on so tight, George.
Hurting you. No, that's the last thing. Mary.
George.
Mary.
George.
Mary.
What's going on down there? What are you doing down there?
Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. I swear I got rice in my hair. I got rice in my pockets. I got rice everywhere.
Where to, folks?
Baghdad. Samarkand, Tahiti.
Gonna run quite a cab fare.
Oh, we got money, Ernie, honeymoon money, $2,000. I drew out the life savings. Looky here, all cash.
Holy smoke!
Yeah, I got it in small bills so I could wave it in my face and make a breeze. Hey, you want to have some money in your face?
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, you got yourself quite a windfall there, Mary.
Yeah, very funny, very funny. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna shoot the works. A whole week in New York, another in Bermuda, the highest hotels, the oldest champagne, the richest caviar, the hottest music, and the prettiest wife.
Oh, look at that, will you?
What?
No, over at the bank, something funny's going on. Never really seen one, but that's got all the earmarks of a run.
Hey, Ernie, if you got any money in the bank, better hurry and get it all out.
I pull over, Ernie.
Yeah, sure.
George, let's not stop.
No, something's going down at the building and loan.
George.
I'll be back in a minute, Mary. Just won't take but a minute. Wait for me.
Well, what's happening?
The Great Depression. People bought stocks on credit, and banks loaned money on pipe dreams.
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
Well, when the bottom fell out, nearly 40% of the country's jobs disappeared.
Huh?
People lost everything.
Unless they save their money in the bank?
When the loans weren't paid, the banks failed, and some took all those savings with them.
Oh, my. Well, at least George got his money out. But what's going to happen to the building and loan?
Now, folks, George.
Hello, everybody. Mrs. Thompson, how are you? Charlie, what's the matter here?
George, could Tilly and I see you for a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Are we glad to see you?
Okay, all right. Now, what happened? How did it start?
The bank called in our loan.
Called in our... When?
A couple hours ago, just as we were closing up for the wedding.
I had to hand over all our cash.
All of it?
Every last cent.
Holy mackerel.
Bailey Building and Loan? Oh, yeah. Fine. George, it's Potter.
Hello?
There's a rumor going around town. It says that you've closed your doors. Is that true?
Our doors are still open, Mr. Potter.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Are you all right? Do you need any police?
Police? What for?
Well, mobs can get pretty ugly sometimes. I'm doing what I can to help in this crisis. I've just guaranteed the bank sufficient funds to meet their needs. They'll close up for a week and then reopen.
So you took over the bank. Well, that explains why our loan got called in.
A necessity in times of crisis, George. I'm willing to guarantee your people, too. Just tell them to bring their shares over, and I'll pay them 50 cents on the dollar. Be reasonable, George. If you close your doors before 6 p.m., you'll never reopen. You know it.
You never miss a trick, do you, Potter? Well, you're gonna miss this one.
All I hear is I don't know how I'm going to get my money back.
Guess I better start looking through the one ads for another job. I got skill, and I'm really old.
I'm scared, George.
Uncle Billy, I have good news, folks. I talked to Mr. Potter, and he's guaranteed cash payments at the bank. You see, this thing isn't as black as it appears. The bank's going to reopen next week.
But George, I got my money here.
Did he guarantee this place?
Well, no, Charlie. I didn't ask him. But we don't need Potter over here.
George,
Folks, you know Mary, don't you? My wife. We got married just well over a little hour ago, and
I want to make a withdrawal.
no, but you.
Me too.
But Tom, we don't keep the money here. It's out working for you. It's in Joe's house, and Charlie's house, and in Mrs. Macklin's, and hundreds of others. See, you're lending them the money to build, and when they pay it back, the interest, you see...
George, I only got $242 in here, and my taking it out ain't gonna break you.
Okay, Tom, all right, but...
Tom, did you get your money?
No.
Well, I did. Old man Potter will pay 50 cents on the dollar for every share you got.
What do you say, George?
Well, sure, Tom. Okay, you give us 60 days on this, and we'll...
60 days?
Well, that's what you agreed to when you bought your shares, Tom. It takes a while for that money...
Okay, let's go to the bank. Better after nothing.
Tom, wait! Olia, listen to me. Don't do this. If Potter gets his hold on this building and loan, there's never going to be another decent house built in this town. He's already got the bank, he's got the bus line, he's got the department stores, and now he's after us. Why? Why? Because he's cutting in. We're cutting on in his business. And because he wants to keep you living in the slums and paying the kind of rent that he wants you to pay. Joe, you lived in one of his houses, didn't you? Have you forgotten what he charged you for that broken down shack? And Ed, remember when things weren't going so well for you and you couldn't make your payments here? We didn't take your house, did we? Do you think Potter would have let you keep it? Can't you all understand what's happening? Potter isn't selling. He's buying because we're panicking and he's not. And he's picking up some good bargains too. Now we can get through this thing if we stick together. We have to have faith in each other.
But my husband hasn't worked in over a year, and I need the money.
How am I gonna live until the bank opens?
I got doctor bills to pay.
I need cash.
Yeah, well.
I've got cash here.
Mary, our honeymoon money?
What kind of honeymoon could we have, George, knowing our friends back home are in trouble?
$2,000. It'll tide us over till the bank reopens. Tom, how much do you need?
$242.
Oh, now, Tom, you don't understand.
I'll take $242.
All right, Tom. 20, 40, 100, 20, 40, 60, 200, 220, $242.
That'll close my account.
No, your account's still here. That's a loan. Mary, where are you going?
I have an errand to run.
Yeah, but wait.
I got $300 here, George.
Oh, now, Ed, what'll it just take till the bank reopens?
I suppose $20?
20. There, now you're talking. Ed, Mrs. Thompson.
But it's your money, George.
No, don't you worry about that. How much do you want?
I can get along with 20, all right.
$20? There you are, Mrs. Thompson.
Where do I sign?
You don't need to sign anywhere. I know that you're going to pay it back when you can. All right, Mrs. Davis.
Could I have just $17.50?
God bless your heart. Of course you can. Well, that's the lot.
Do we have any money left?
$2. We're still in business.
Sounds like a storm rising.
Yeah, I think the worst storm is over. So you gonna share some of whatever you got in that flask, Uncle Billy?
What?
Yeah, that's a flask you've been secretly pulling on.
Not very secret, I guess.
No. Here, a couple of glasses. You divide it up. If we make it to 6 o'clock, we're gonna have a toast.
What time is it?
Well, it's almost. Well, there you go.
3,
4,
5, 6. Bingo!
We made it!
Let the door, Tilly.
It's locked.
A toast.
A toast.
To our remaining $2. Papa Dollar and Mama Dollar. And if you want the building and loan to stay in business, the two of you dollars better have a family real quick. A family. Mary. Poor Mary. Where? Get that, will you? Never mind, I'll get it. Bailey, building and... Mary, where... Listen, dear, I'm so sorry we missed our train. And What? Come home. What home? 320 Sycamore, but that's the old Granville house. What? Oh, okay. I'll be right there. Anybody in there? Hey, let me in before the rain washes me down the street.
Hiya, Joe. I mean, entree, monsieur. Oh.
What's the sign there on the door here? Bridal suite? So the old Granville house is a bridal suite now. This your idea, Ernie?
I'm not Ernie. I'm a fancy French butler. Oh.
Well, that explains the plug hat.
Like I said, entree, monsieur. Oh.
All right. Well, the roof leaks, stair railing's broken, wallpaper's peeling, a couple of holes in the floor, but I like what you've done with the place.
Yeah, Bert hung the travel posters. That way the broken windows don't, merci, monsieur. Oh.
What's this in here? Looks like dinner for two, a fireplace, music, champagne. Well, Ernie, you're Ernie? Where'd you go, Ernie?
I just gave the servants the night off.
Mary.
George, do you remember that night we broke the windows in this old house?
Yes, I do. You made a wish.
This is what I wished for, George. You and me here in our house.
Oh, Mary.
Welcome home, Mr. Bailey.
And now, a word from our sponsors. When Coon restoration is mentioned in historic preservation circles across the country, words like integrity, expertise, and dedication are quick to follow. Since 1983, this family-owned business is the most trusted historic renovation and masonry repair company in the country. Coon Restoration is also a leading expert on federal and state historic tax credit programs. Experience confidence with your historic building. CoonRestoration.com. And after this short break from your local station, we will return to It's a Wonderful Life.
1480 WHBC.
And we're out.
You're listening to a live presentation of It's a Wonderful Life right here on News Talk 1480 WHBC. We'll be back with the second half of tonight's presentation right after this.
WHBC AM Canton, trusted, reliable, and part of the community. Brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union, providing financial needs to all of Stark County. It's time to bring a friend into the family on News Talk 1480 WHBC.
Fox News, I'm Kathleen Maloney. President Biden signs a bipartisan bill preventing the government from shutting down.
And we were able to pass a very narrow continuing resolution that kept the government open, kept our troops getting paid through March, but also, took care of our farmers and those victims of the hurricane disasters this year.
New York Republican Representative Nick Lanworthy. New York City police make an arrest after a woman is set on fire and burns to death on a subway train.
The suspect used what we believe to be a lighter to ignite the victim's clothing, which became fully engulfed in a matter of seconds.
Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch. The suspect was found on a different train after police released photos and video footage. America is listening to Fox News.
Now, your local weather forecast. Stick with us. News Talk 1480 WHBC.
Here's your AccuWeather forecast. Tonight, rather cloudy and cold and a low of 18. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy and a high of 40. Tomorrow night, overcast with a bit of snow and rain at times with little or no accumulation and a low of 35. Tuesday, a bit of snow and rain at times in the morning with little or no accumulation. Otherwise, low clouds, high of 39. I'm meteorologist Ariella Scalise for News Talk 1480 WHBC.
I like local news. It makes me more excited about my community in general when I see things that are happening locally. I like to see some changes in my local community.
In my news, I like to see local news because I want to know what's going to directly affect me and my community.
Local news, that's important to me.
Keep us informed of what's going on around this state.
Because the news never stops.
Get the facts.
And neither do we.
Kind of go down the list here for you.
1480 WHBC and WHBC.com.
Put a frog in boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in cool water and slowly heat it up, that frog will boil. As veterans, we tell ourselves the lie that we can handle anything. We let the water boil. You are not a frog. If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach. Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Provided by News Talk 1480 WHBC.
Pass it on. Here's my bucket list for the day. Read an article on a news subject. Say only nice things about others. And listen to everyone's opinions. Because making things better requires change. Now, these changes aren't going to show up on your news feed, but they're things I can do. So change something today. It's not going to change the entire world, but it's going to change your world. Change is in you. Pass it on. From PassItOn.com.
It's only a dream at first, but to a special few who make it to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, it's the ultimate honor.
It was the most exciting moment of my life.
For Sam Huff, it started here in the small coal mining town of Farmington, West Virginia. The only way out to escape the life his father knew in the coal mines was to play football. And play it he did. Drafted with the New York Giants in 1956, he became known as the man in the middle, number 70. He was one of the greatest middle linebackers the game has ever known. Sam Huff became Sunday's idol. In 1982, he received the ultimate honor, induction into Pro Football's Hall of Fame, where he will stand forever as the man in the middle. They're all here. The stories, the dreams, the inspirations, here for you to see and enjoy. At the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. Don't miss it. This message furnished by the National Football League.
In times like these, violence in our schools is a reality, so it's important to know how to prevent such tragedies from happening. Talk to your kids. Explain to them the dangers of weapons at school, and tell them that if they see a student with a weapon or even hear someone talking about having one, they need to report it immediately. Tell them if something doesn't look right or seem right to you, speak up. Get to know who your child is spending time with and where they are at all times. If you notice that your child has sudden mood or behavior changes or seems to always be angry or sad, talk to a teacher, administrator, or medical professional. Be a role model for them and settle your own conflicts without resorting to violence. Schools should be a safe place for our children. We all need to work together to keep it that way. Let's put an end to these tragedies. Ask your school to adopt an anti-violence program. Visit ncpc.org to learn more on how to keep our children safe. That's ncpc.org.
A message from the U.S. Department of Justice, National Crime Prevention Council, and the Ad Council.
And we now return to a live presentation of It's a Wonderful Life right here on News Talk 1480 WHBC.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Though it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. The stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angel voices. Oh, night divine. Oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine. Oh, night divine. Oh, night divine. Fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angel voices. Oh, night divine. Oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine. Oh, night. Oh, night divine. Oh, night divine. Oh, night divine.
in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
1480 WHBC.
In a moment, we will return to our drama, It's a Wonderful Life, adapted for radio by Philip Gresham. But first, a word from our sponsor. Patriot Software provides the nation's most simple and affordable accounting and payroll services, supporting American entrepreneurs and achieving their business goals. Tens of thousands of true American businesses use PatriotSoftware.com to make it happen and change the world. Visit PatriotSoftware.com today. And now we will return to the Church of Canton's presentation of It's a Wonderful Life.
Come in.
Congressman Blast is here to see you, Mr. Potter.
Oh, tell him to wait.
Yes, sir.
Now, what were you saying, Reineman?
No skin off my nose, Mr. Potter. I'm just your rent collector. But you can't laugh off Bailey Park anymore. Look at this old map. George Bailey's been busy. 15 years ago, half a dozen houses stuck here and there. Squirrels, buttercups, daisies, the old cemetery. Now, look at this map. Bailey Park the way it is today. Dozens of the prettiest little homes you ever saw. 90% of them owned by suckers who used to pay rent to you. Your Potter's Field is becoming just that.
The Baileys haven't made a dime from any of that.
Not yet, anyway. Too busy helping people out. But if I were you, Mr.
Well,
Potter,
you're not. Get out.
I'm going. No skin off my nose. But one of these days, I've got a feeling I'll be asking George Bailey for a job.
No skin off my nose. Why, I ought to...
Well, you see Congressman now, sir?
Hang the congressman. Call the building and loan. I want to see George Bailey.
Yes, sir.
Time to get rid of the Bailey building and loan once and for all.
Mr. Bailey is here, sir.
George, come in. Sit down. Sit down. Have a cigar. Here, let me light it for you.
Make a wish?
What?
Nothing. That's a pretty good cigar, Mr. Potter.
Oh, you like it? I'll send you a box.
So, just what did you want to see me about?
You know, George, that's what I like about you. Right to the point. George, I'm an old man, and most people hate me, but I don't like them either, so we're even. Now, you know that I run practically everything in this town.
Except Bailey Building and Loan.
Except the Bailey Building and Loan. And you know, too, that for a number of years I've been trying to get control of it, or kill it, but I haven't been able to do that. You have been stopping me. In fact, George, you have beaten me. And as anyone in this county can tell you, that takes some doing. During the Depression, for instance, you and I were the only ones who kept our heads. You saved the building and loan, and I saved the rest.
Well, most people say you stole all the rest.
The envious ones, George, say that. The suckers. Now, I have stated my side very frankly. Let's look at your side, shall we? Young man, married, making, say, 40 a week?
45.
45. You give your mother some money, pay your bills, and you're able to keep maybe 10 a week if you scrimp. A baby or two comes along, and you won't even be able to save the 10. Now, if you were some common yokel, I'd say you were doing just fine. There's nothing common about you, George. You're intelligent. You're ambitious. You hate your job. In fact, you hate the building and loan almost as much as I do. Why, you're the smartest one in your crowd, George. And you've been forced to watch your friends go places because you're trapped and frittering your life away playing nursemaid to a lot of riffraff. Isn't that right, George?
What is your point, Mr. Potter?
I want to hire you.
Hire me?
Yes. To manage my businesses, to run my properties. I'll start you out at $20,000 a year. You could live in the finest house in town, buy your wife lots of wonderful fine clothes, take a couple of business trips to New York every year, maybe, once in a while, Europe. You wouldn't mind that, would you, George?
Wouldn't mind, would. You sure you got the right fella here, Mr. Potter? This is me. You remember me, right? George Bailey?
Yes, George Bailey, whose ship has just come in, if he's got the brains enough to climb aboard.
But what about the building and loan?
Oh, confound it, man. Are you afraid of success? I'm offering you a 3-year contract at $20,000 a year starting today. Now, is it a deal or isn't it?
Well, Mr. Potter, I had a jump at the chance here, but I wonder if you'd possibly give me 24 hours to think it over?
Oh, sure. You go home and talk with your wife about it.
Okay, I'd like to do that.
And meanwhile, I'll have the papers drawn up.
All right, sir.
Here's my handout.
And here's mine. No, just wait a minute. Here, go my hand. I don't need to talk to anybody. What was I thinking? I know the answer right now. The answer is no. No, doggone it, no. You sit here and you spin your little webs and you think the whole world revolves around you and your money. Well, it doesn't, Mr. Potter. In this whole vast configuration of things, you're nothing more than a scurry little spider. All the heck with you. Mary. You asleep?
No. Are you?
No. Say, listen, Mary Hatch, why in the world did you ever marry a guy like me?
To keep from being an old maid.
Oh, yeah, sure. You married Sam Wainwright or anybody else in town.
I didn't want to marry anybody else in town. I want my baby to look like you.
You didn't even have a honeymoon, I promise. Your what?
My baby.
You mean, Mary, you...
George Bailey, Lasso Stork.
Woo-hoo! Well, what is it? A boy or a girl?
Yes!
You've probably guessed, George never leaves Bedford Falls.
Never?
Mary had her baby, a boy, and then before too long another one, a girl, and day after day she worked at remaking the old Granville house into a home, while night after night George came home late from the office. Potter was bearing down hard. Then came the war. Ma Bailey and Mrs. Hatch joined the Red Cross. Mary had 2 more babies, but found time to run the local USO. Sam Wainwright made a fortune in plastic airplane windows. Potter headed up the draft board. Bert the cop was wounded in North Africa, got the Silver Star. Ernie parachuted into France. And Harry Bailey topped them all. A Navy flyer, he shot down 15 enemy planes. 2 of them as they were about to crash into a transport full of soldiers.
And what about George?
4F, because of his ear. But George fought the Battle of Bedford Falls, and just like everybody else, he wept and prayed on Victory in Europe Day and Victory in Japan Day, and then, just today,
Bailey Building and Loan. Oh, hi, Maud. Harry's coming home. Did you hear? He was awarded Congressional Medal of Honor. The president himself pinned it on him.
Extra, extra, read all about it. President decorates local boy.
I gotta go, Maud. Call you later.
Here, Tilly, I brought you a copy of the paper.
Ooh. Bailey Building and Loan.
Look at that, would you? The whole front page.
Call collect. Yes, we'll take it. George, it's Harry. Long distance from Washington.
Hey, hand it over. Harry, congratulations. How's mother? She what? She did. Lunch with the president's wife.
Wait till I tell Maud.
Harry, they're cooking up quite a celebration for you. They are. Oh, they just are. Just in time for Christmas Eve. The Navy's going to fly Mother home this afternoon.
In a plane?
Harry, in a plane. Well, of course, in a plane. Well, what's that? What? No. Uncle Billy's not in yet. He stopped at the bank first to deposit the accounts receivable.
Oh, I forgot to tell you Mr. Carter's here.
Who?
Carter, the bank examiner. I put him in the spare office.
Okay. Say, Harry, I got to go take care of a little business. Don't hang up before I get to say goodbye to you. Oh, Uncle Billy will be along in a few minutes. Here's Tilly.
So, Harry, tell me all about it.
Morning, Mr. Carter.
I want to know everything. Did you?
Morning.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And we're all excited around here. My brother just got the Congressional Medal of Honor, decorated by the president himself.
Well, I guess they do those things. I trust you had a good year, though I can't figure out how when you accept personal collect calls and talk forever. Let's get this over with. I'd like to spend Christmas in Elmira with my family.
Absolutely. Here are the books, and my Uncle Billy will be here in just a minute. He's at the bank making the deposit right now.
Good morning, Hortense.
Good morning, Mr. Bailey.
I've got $8,000 in an envelope here someplace, Hortense.
You've got quite a cargo there, Mr. Bailey.
Huh? Oh. These are newspapers all about my nephew, Harry. Here, there's one for you, Hortense.
Thank you, sir.
Careful now. I'm mixing up all the... Oh, look who just came in.
Mr. Potter, our major stockholder.
Yes, and the Weasel Reineman with him. I'll be right back.
Yes, sir, Mr. Bailey.
Well. Good morning, Mr. Potter.
You know my property manager, Mr. Reineman?
I do indeed, Mr. Reineman.
Mr. Bailey.
I see you have the morning paper, Mr. Potter. What's the news? Oh, wait a minute. Here it is. I have a few copies myself. Let's see. Yes. Harry Bailey wins the Congressional Medal. Well, sir, you just can't keep those Baileys down, can you, Mr. Potter?
How does George, the 4F slacker, feel about it?
Oh, very jealous. Very jealous. He's only lost 3 buttons off his vest, puffing his chest out. Of course, George wanted to go fight, and if he had, he'd have gotten 2 medals. Here you go. Some extra copies of the paper to send to your friends, and some for you too here, Mr. Reineman.
Keep it. No skin off my nose.
All right. Have it your way. I've got plenty of them if you change your mind. Yes, sir. George fought the war right here in Bedford Falls, because not every villain is overseas.
I don't have time for this. Good day, sir. Come along, Reineman.
You have a good day, Mr. Potter. Okay. My, oh my, oh my. Now, where was I? Yes, the deposit. Here's my deposit slip, Hortense, and the bank book.
Did you forget something, Mr. Bailey?
I don't think so.
It's usually customary when you're making a deposit to bring some money with you.
Oh, of course. I've got the money right, in this pocket. I guess, I know I had, oh no. Where is it? Where is it?
So, Harry, you coming home soon? Maybe you could get on that airplane with your mother and...
You just make yourself comfortable, Mr. Carter. I'll go get those books for you. Tilly, I'm gonna... Well, hello, Violet. What brings you to Bailey Building and Loan?
George, may I see you for a second?
Second, well, yeah, well, sure, of course you can. Here, come into my office here.
Thank you.
What, Harry? Oh, that was Violet Beck. Oh, here's your Uncle Billy. Billy, long distance from Washington.
Yes, it is.
No, it's Harry on the phone.
Who?
Harry, your nephew. Remember him? Here, he wants to talk to you.
Hello? Hello? Yes? Harry? Everything's fine. Perfectly fine. Goodbye.
Hey, that was...
Should have my head examined. It's got to be here somewhere. I'll be in my office.
What in the world?
There you are, Vi. I wrote you a glowing character reference. I'll even give you a fancy building and loan envelope to keep it in.
Character. If I really had any character.
It takes a lot of character to leave the security of your hometown and start over again. Here, a couple of bucks, too.
No, George.
Well, you're broke, aren't you?
Sure, but...
Well, you want to walk to New York City? You know, they charge for meals and rent up there just the same as they do here in Bedford Falls. Now take it. That's a loan. That's one business, building and loan.
All right, then. Thanks, George.
Besides, you'll get a job. I got faith in you.
You've always had faith in me. George, me and lots of others. It's hard to live up to sometimes, you know? But I don't know what I'd do without you in my corner. I'm glad I know you, George Bailey. Well, I better go, I guess.
You say hello to New York for me.
I will.
Hey, Tilly, you hung up the phone? I told you I wanted to talk to Harry.
No, I didn't.
Uncle... You just write to us and you let us know how you're doing, Vi. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, George.
Mr. Bailey.
Oh, Mr. Carter, I'm sorry. I'll be right with you. Uncle Billy in yet?
In his office,
Okay, thanks. Uncle Billy? Hey, Uncle Billy. Uncle Billy, can I come in? The bank examiner's here.
Where's Mr. Bailey?
He'll be right with you.
Well, he'd better hurry if I'm gonna have Christmas Eve with my family.
Bet that'll be a joyous occasion.
Tilly, I need the key to the cash drawer.
Sure, George, here.
Thanks. You look in the safe this morning?
About 10 minutes ago. Mr. Carter needed...
Nothing there?
No, well, papers, but...
What did you see Uncle Billy with the cash last night?
He had it on his desk, counting it before we closed.
Uncle Billy, get your hat. We're going to your house. It's got to be here someplace. It's just got to be. Think, Uncle Billy, think. What did you do with that envelope?
I don't know. I don't know.
We've got to find that money. It doesn't belong to us. It belongs to the depositors. They trusted us.
I'm no good to you, George. I'm no good.
Look. There's no time. Listen to me. Do you have any secret hiding places? Someplace that you may have put it?
I've been looking all over the house. I can't.
Think.
I can't.
Think.
I can't think anymore, George. I can't think. I've tried. I don't know.
Where's that money, you stupid, silly old fool? Where's that money? Do you realize what this means? It means bankruptcy and scandal and prison. That's what it means. Well, one of us is going to go to jail, and it's not going to be me. I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here.
I'm so sorry, George. I'm no good to you. I'm so sorry.
Well, we know where the money is.
Yes, we do, Clarence.
Well, send me down, Joseph. I'll tell George.
It's not that easy. All that we've seen here has taken place in the past, remember?
That's right.
Once we catch up to the present, that will be your moment to act.
And I can tell him then.
No! You must guide him to make his own choices. Besides, even if he believed you, what could he do about it?
Why, he could have,
Wait, Clarence. Wait till we've caught up to George's present.
Huh?
Very good, Janie. I think that's the best yet.
I want my solo to be perfect for the party tonight.
I'm sure it will be, sweetheart.
Especially if I keep practicing hard.
Oh, be careful, Peter. Don't clump too much tinsel on that side of the tree.
Okay, I'm spraying it out, see?
And you're doing a fine job.
Can I help?
Of course, Tommy. Here, why don't you help put up these bows? Hello, darling.
Hello, Daddy.
Hello.
Merry Christmas, Daddy.
Oh, yeah. Sure, Merry Christmas.
Oh, my, bless you.
Bless you, Daddy, bless you.
Did you bring the Christmas wreath for the window?
Yeah, I left him at the office.
Oh, is it snowing?
Just started.
Where are your coat and hat?
I left him at the office.
George, what's the matter?
Nothing. Nothing's the matter. Everything's fine. Just let me sit down.
Okay, all right. Peter, you're a big boy. Here, you can put the star way up.
I can.
Yes, way up at the top. Here, I'll hold the stepladder. Isn't it wonderful about Harry, George? I'll bet I had 50 calls today about the parade and the banquet. Your mother is just so excited.
Does she have to keep playing that?
I have to practice for the party tonight, Daddy.
Mommy says we could stay up till midnight and sing Christmas carols.
Why don't you go upstairs and freshen up, darling, before the families get here?
Families? I don't want any families here.
Well, come into the kitchen while I finish dinner.
Excuse me.
Hectic day?
Oh, yeah. Another big red letter day for the Baileys.
Daddy, the Browns next door got a new car for Christmas. You should see it.
Well, what's the matter with our car? Isn't it good enough for you?
Yes, Daddy.
Let me just check the turkey. Would you get the silverware out, please, darling?
Excuse me.
Excuse you for what?
I burnt.
All right, darling. You're excused. That's very good. Now go upstairs and see if Zuzu wants anything.
Okay.
Zuzu, what's the matter with Zuzu?
Oh, she caught a cold coming home from school, and they gave her a flower for a prize, and she didn't want to crush it, so she didn't button up her coat. I put her to bed. It's just a cold. The doctor said nothing serious.
The doctor was here. Is she running a temperature?
A little one, 99.6, but she'll be fine.
It's this old drafty house. We might as well be living in a refrigerator. Why do we even get this house in the first place and stay around this crummy old town?
George, what is wrong?
Everything's wrong. Everything's wrong. You call this a happy family? Why did we even have all of these kids?
Well, where are you going?
I'm going up to see Zuzu.
Come in. Oh, hi, Daddy.
Well, what happened to you?
I want a flower. See?
Very nice.
Oh, some petals fell off. Paste them on, please, Daddy.
Oh, okay. Sure. Just give me the flower.
Here.
And the petals.
Here. Please, paste it.
All right.
I can't see. Turn back around. What are you doing, Daddy?
I'm fixing the flower. See? Good as new.
Ooh! Give the flower a drink, Daddy.
Okay. Put it in the glass of water. There.
Thank you.
I want you to do something for me, but it's a secret.
A secret? What is it?
Will you try to get some sleep?
But I want to look at my flower.
I know. But that's a secret, see? If you go to sleep and you dream about your flower,
It'll bloom into a whole garden of flowers in your dream.
It will?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Good night, Daddy.
Good night, sweetheart. I go to sleep now. Good night.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Welch. I'm sure she'll be all right. Yes, the doctor says she'll be out of bed in time to have Christmas dinner.
Is that her teacher on the phone?
Yes.
Let me speak to her. Hello, Mrs. Welch? Say, what kind of teacher are you anyway? What do you mean sending her home like that, half naked?
George!
Now, she'll probably end up with pneumonia on account of you. This is what we pay our taxes for, to have teachers like you silly, stupid, careless people who don't take care of our kids.
What in the world?
You know, maybe my kids aren't the best dressed in the... Hello? Hello? Where'd she go? Hello? Oh, who's this? Oh, Mr. Welch. Okay, that's fine. Oh, you will, huh? Well, any time that you're man enough to... Hello? He hung up.
Daddy, how do you spell hallelujah?
How do I know?
Excuse me.
Stop that. And Janie, haven't you learned that silly tune yet? Just shut up, will ya? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this town and this house and my whole rotten life. I'm just sick of it. I'm sorry. Mary. Annie, just... I mean, I didn't mean... Peter, forgive me. I'm sorry. What was it you wanted to... What is it you wanted to know?
Nothing, Daddy.
Well, what's the matter with everybody? Janie, go on. I told you, practice. Go on, play.
Daddy! George, why must you torture the children?
Mary, I'm sorry. I'm no good. I never should.
Yes! Operator, Bedford 247, please.
Is Daddy in trouble?
Shall I pray for him?
Yes, Janie, pray. Pray very hard.
Me too?
Yes, you too, Tommy. Yes. Hello? Uncle Billy?
So what is it, George? Why have you come to see me?
I'm in trouble, Mr. Potter. I need your help. Through some sort of accident, my company's short in their accounts. I've got to raise $8,000 immediately.
Oh, so that's what the reporters wanted to talk to you about.
Reporters?
Yes. Oh, there's a man over there from the DA's office, too. He's looking for you.
Please help me, Mr. Potter. Won't you please? Can't you see what this is going to do to my family? I'll pay you any interest. If you still want the building and loan,
George, could this possibly be that there's some sort of a discrepancy in the books?
No, sir. There's nothing wrong with the books. I just misplaced $8,000, and I can't find it anywhere.
You've misplaced $8,000?
Yes, sir.
Have you notified the police?
No, sir. I didn't want the publicity. Harry's homecoming is tomorrow, and...
What have you been doing, George? Playing the market with the company's money?
No, sir. No, sir, I haven't.
What is it, then? A woman? It's all over town that you've been giving money to Violet Bick.
What?
Why did you come to me, George? Why didn't you go to Sam Wainwright and ask him for the money?
I can't get a hold of him. He's in Europe.
Oh. I thought you had lots of friends.
Well, they don't have that kind of money. You're the only one in town who can help me.
I see. I've suddenly become quite important. What kind of security would I have, George? Do you have any stocks?
No, sir.
Bonds, real estate, collateral of any kind?
Yeah, I have some life insurance, a $15,000 policy. I brought it with me.
How much is your equity in it?
$500.
$500. Look at you. You were so cocky. You were going to go out and conquer the world. You once called me a warped, frustrated old man. What are you but a warped, frustrated young man? A miserable little clerk crawling in here on your hands and knees begging for help. No securities, no stocks, no bonds. Nothing but a miserable little $500 equity in a life insurance policy. Why, you're worth more dead than alive. And since the state examiner is still here, as a stockholder of the Bailey Building and Loan, I'm going to swear out a warrant for your arrest. Misappropriation of funds, manipulation, malfeasance. In fact, I'm calling the sheriff's office right now.
No, I'm going.
Reineman, I know you're in there with your ear to the door. Get in here.
Don't you think this joke of yours has gone on long enough, Mr. Potter? We both know you've got Mr. Bailey's money. He got confused and handed it to you with those newspapers.
There's no way anyone could prove it.
I saw him do it.
And you were smart enough to keep your mouth shut, too. And you'll continue to do so.
No skin off my...
No skin off my nose, your nose. Oh, and one more thing, Reineman. This isn't my joke.
What do you call it, then?
Revenge, Reineman. I call it revenge. Yes. Hello, Bob. This is Potter. I want to swear out a warrant. What for? Why, for the arrest of George Bailey.
In a moment, after these words from our sponsors, we will return to the Church of Canton's Radio Player's audio adaptation of It's a Wonderful Life. Campbell Landscaping is the area's premier full-service landscaping provider for residential, commercial, and HOA clients. Customer projects are managed with high ethical and practical standards known as the Campbell Difference. Experience the Campbell Difference on your project today. CampbellLandscaping.com. And now, the conclusion of It's a Wonderful Life.
She's coming right up.
Sure you'll be going home, George? I can find somebody to take you. It's snowing pretty hard.
I said another bourbon.
Okay. Be right up.
Go ahead. Dear Father in heaven, I'm not a praying man. If you're up there, and you can hear me, please, show me the way. I'm at the end of my rope. Help me, please, God.
Here you go, George. Bourbon, but I think you ought to...
I'll have another one after this one then.
Ain't you had enough, George?
I said
Hey, Mr. Bell.
Hello, Mr. Martini. How's that new house?
She's a fine. Thanks to you. Say, why you drink so much, my friend? It's Christmas Eve. You should be home with your family. Please, go home, Mr. Bell.
Bailey? Which Bailey?
This is Mr. George Bailey. Hey,
George Bailey, come here, you!
Hey, let go of him!
You got this coming, Bailey! Oh! Next time you talk to my wife like that, you'll get worse, Bailey. She works in slaves to teach your kids, and you have to scream at her over the phone? She cried for over an hour.
You get out of here, Mr. Welch, and you never come back.
I gotta pay for my drink.
Never you mind the money. You hit my best friend. Get out!
Okay, all right.
You okay, George?
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, so much for praying.
That fella don't come in my place no more. That's the last time. You hear what I say, Nick?
Yes, sir, you bet. Want me to call somebody, George? Your mouth's bleeding then.
It is? Yeah, I guess it is.
Nick, call the doctor for Mr. Bailey. You sit down, Mr. Bailey. You feel no good, please.
No, I'm okay, but he was right.
Who? Welch? Ah, he's just a hothead.
No, I mean Potter.
Potter?
Yeah, he said I'm worth more dead than alive. He was right. I'm worth nothing alive, but dead, I'm worth $15,000. Help me up, Nick. I got someplace I gotta go.
Oh, George shouldn't be driving in his condition, Joseph.
He won't be driving long. Look.
Oh, he hit a tree. Is he all right?
He's fine. See? He's getting out of his car.
Didn't do that tree any good. Where's he going?
He's going out on the bridge.
The current's running pretty swift.
Let's see what he's doing now.
He's gonna jump. Oh, can he swim?
Oh, he can swim, but it would take quite an effort to fight off that current. An effort he doesn't care to give. No, he's going to go straight to the bottom and stay there.
Oh, no.
It's time, Clarence.
All right. Well, Joseph, here I go!
What the? Hold on. I'm coming.
Help me!
Here, hand me another log.
The log? Oh, here?
Thanks.
Are my clothes dry yet?
Not yet. Another half hour or so. And the first time I've been lucky today. The toll house wasn't locked and there was wood for the stove.
Oh, luck had nothing to do with it, George.
Oh, it didn't, huh? Then what did?
Heaven. It was all arranged.
How'd you happen to fall into the river?
Oh, I didn't fall in. I jumped in.
Were you trying to kill yourself?
Oh, my. No, trying to keep you from killing yourself.
Me? What are you talking about?
Well, I knew that if I were drowning, you'd stop thinking of killing yourself and try to save me. And you did. You see? And that's how I saved you.
Yeah, very funny.
Your lips bleeding, George?
Yeah, got a bust in the mouth and an answer to a prayer.
Oh, I'm the answer to your prayer, George. Oh, that's why I was sent down here.
Say, wait a minute. How do you know my name?
Oh, I know all about you, George. I've watched you grow up from a little boy.
Who are you?
Clarence Oddbody, ASC.
ASC?
Angel Second Class. I'm your guardian angel, George.
Yeah, you look about the type of angel I'd get. Where's your wings?
Oh, I haven't earned my wings yet. You'll help me earn them, won't you?
Sure. How?
Oh, by letting me help you.
Only one way you can help me. You don't happen to have a...
$8,000.
Well, yeah. How did you know about that?
Oh, I told you I'm your guardian angel. I know everything about you.
Everything, huh?
Everything.
Well, do you know that I'm worth more dead than alive?
No, that's not true. Why, if it hadn't been for you,
If
George.
it hadn't been for me, everybody'd be a lot better off. I wish I was never born.
Oh, now, George, I've got my job to do now. Wait a minute. No. What did you say?
I said I wish I'd never been born.
Never been born. You know, I think that might just work. Oh, well, what do you think, Joseph? Oh, yes, sir, that'll do it. That'll do it, all right, George. You got your wish. You've never been born. Well, you didn't have to make such a fuss about it.
What did you just say?
You've never been born, George. You don't exist. You haven't a care in the world. No worries, no obligations, no $8,000 to find, no Potter, no sheriff.
Wait a minute. And this the doggonest thing I can hear out of my bad ear.
And your lips, it stopped bleeding too, George. Yeah.
and it stopped snowing. What's happening here? You just as soon as my clothes are dry.
Your clothes are dry, George, because they've never been wet. Mine too.
The stove must have been hotter than I thought. Come on, get your clothes and we're going to walk over to get my... Oh, I forgot. You're an angel. I'll walk. You can fly.
No, I can't fly.
Right, sure. No wings. Just get dressed. We're leaving.
Mm-hmm.
funny. I could have...
Well, what's the matter?
Well, this is where I left my car, and it's not there.
Well, of course not, George. You have no car.
Well, I had a car, and it was right here. Somebody must have moved it.
No, it was. This was never there.
Well, sure it was. I recognize this tree. I ran into this tree. I cut a big gash in the side here. I stripped off the bark. Wait a minute. There's not a mark on it.
It's a good thing, too. This is an important tree. It's the oldest tree in all of Pottersville.
Well, I could have sworn that I left... Hey, what do you mean? What do you mean, Pottersville? You mean Bedford Falls?
I mean Pottersville. Look at the sign.
Pottersville. Population. Wait a minute. There's something wrong here.
Indeed there is.
Maybe I left my car at Martini's. Come on, Gabriel.
Clarence!
Right, Clarence, right.
Bartender,
What do you want?
whiskey, beer chaser.
Hey, Nick, I was wondering if... How did you do this so fast? It's all different.
I don't know what you're talking about, mister. What'll it be?
Well, where's Martini?
I ain't made one yet. You just walked in. So what? You want a martini?
No. Your boss, Mr. Martini. Where is he?
Look, this is my place, okay? I'm the boss here. Now, you want a drink or not?
Okay, all right. A double bourbon.
What'll it be for you, Grandpa?
Oh, it's been such a long time.
Look, mister, I'm standing here waiting for you to make up your mind.
Oh, you're doing a fine job, my lad. Okay, let's see. Thank you. So many choices. I was just thinking, perhaps a flaming rum punch? No, not cold enough for that. Wait. I know. Mulled wine, yes. Heavy on the cinnamon, a touch of cloves. Now off with you, my lad. Be lively about it.
Hey, we serve hard liquor in here for men who want to get drunk fast. And I ain't made any care trying to get a joint atmosphere. You know? That clear? Or do I have to rabbit punch you once or twice to get the idea through?
No, rabbit punch, more like rum punch.
Hey, don't get cute with me or...
Nick, just give him the same as mine. He's okay. Just a little, you know.
All right, fine. 2 double bourbons. I'll be back in a minute. Make really sure you got the money.
I've never seen Nick act this way.
He's not exactly the man you knew, George. You'll be seeing a lot of strange things. Somebody just got their wings.
What?
Every time you hear a bell, it means an angel just got his or her wings. There's another one.
Okay, look, it might not be a good idea mentioning getting your wings so loud.
Well, why? Don't you believe in angels?
Yeah, but...
Well, then why shouldn't they be surprised that I'm an angel?
Hey, what's he talking about?
Oh, you know how some old people are. They get a little...
I'm not old. I'm only 293. That's very young for an angel.
You're 293 years old?
Well, no, not really,
you
no.
See,
I'm 292. I won't be 293 until next May.
That does it. Okay, you 2 pixies. Out. Walk out the door, fly out the window. I don't care. Just get out now.
Nick, don't worry about it. He's just a harmless old man.
And that's another thing. Where you getting off calling me Nick? I don't know you.
What do you mean you don't know me?
Hold a minute. Hey, who let that drunk in here while I wasn't looking? Hey, Rummy, yeah, you. Come here, worthless.
The boy's sick. He's maybe a little drink, boy. Maybe could just use a drink. Maybe.
Hey, Rummy, I didn't tell you to never come manhandling around here. You want a drink? Here's a whole dishpan full of water. Drink this.
Hey, Nick, wait, hold on. That's Mr. Gower. Mr. Gower, it's George Bailey. Don't you know me?
I don't know. I didn't mean...
Throw that Rummy out.
No, hey, Nick, that's Mr. Gower. How can you...
You know, that's another reason for me not to like you. That rumhead spent 20 years in prison for poisoning a kid. If you know him, you might just be a jailbird yourself.
Poisoning?
These 2, throw them out.
Nick, wait. Hey, let go of me, Nick. Don't you know me, Nick?
Hey, everybody, look at me. I'm giving out wings. I'm giving out wings.
Here, let me help you up. At least they managed to toss us into a snowbank.
Look, George, I made a snow angel.
Yeah, very funny. Everything's just kind of funny tonight. Nick, not knowing me, and Mr. Gower.
You see, George, you weren't there to stop him from putting that poison into the capsules.
What are you talking about? Look, I was there. Look, who are you?
I told you, George, I am your guardian angel.
Yeah, sure. You're some type of hypnotist or something. Everything is here is different.
They're different because you were never born, George.
Okay. If I was never born, then who am I?
Nobody. You have no identity. There is no George Bailey. Your wallet's empty. You have no cards, no driver's license, no insurance policy, and they're not there either.
What are you talking about? They're not there. What's not there?
Zuzu's petals. The ones that fell from her flower, the ones that you hid in your watch pocket when you turned away to fix her flower, they're not there, George, because that never happened.
They're not there.
What a great gift, George. To see what the world would have been like without you.
This is some sort of dream I'm having here, all right? That's it.
Well, George, where are you going?
I'm going home to see my wife and my family, you understand? And I'm going alone.
Well, how am I doing, Joseph? Thanks. No, I did not have a drink.
Everything's different. There's saloons and pool halls. Wait a minute. Where's the building and loan? Hey, can you help me? Where'd the building and loan move to?
The what?
The building and loan. Bailey, building and loan. It was right here in this building.
Oh, they went out of business years ago.
What? Went out of what? Oh, hey, Ernie, taxi. Okay. Just take me home, Ernie. Something funny's going on here. I need time to think. Just take me home.
Where do you live, Mac?
Doggone it, you know where I live. Don't you start this with me. 320 Sycamore. Hurry up.
320 Sycamore? You sure?
Well, of course I'm sure. Hurry up. Okay. Help me. You're Ernie Bishop, and you live in Bailey Park with your wife and kid. That's right, isn't it?
You see my wife?
Ernie, I've been to your house 100 times.
What are you trying to pull, Mac? I live in a shack in Potter's Field. My wife ran away 3 years ago and took the kid. I ain't seen him since, and I ain't seen you before in my life, see?
Okay, just step on it. Get me home.
This the place?
Of course it's the place. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What happened to it? What happened to the windows?
Mister, this house ain't been lived in for 25 years.
Wait here. I'll be right back. Just wait here.
Darn right I will. Hey, you ain't paid your fare.
Mary! Tommy! Peter! Janie! Zuzu! Where are you?
They're not here, George. You have no children. You never existed to have them.
Well, what have you done with them?
All right, put your hands up. No fast moves.
Yeah, you watch him, Bert. I'll grab the other one.
Ouch! Hey! Now this is just rude. Didn't your mother ever teach you that you...
Thank God. What happened to this house? Where's Mary? Where's my wife? Where's my kids?
I said, put up your hands.
Ernie, what's the matter with you guys? Look, it's this fellow right here. He says he's some type of angel. He's trying to hypnotize me. Hey, let go of me, Bert.
Hey.
Listen, Mike.
Oh, now run, George, run!
Little Mook bit me. That does it. You're under arrest, you little.
Help me, Joseph! Help me, Joseph!
Hey, where'd he go?
I had him right here.
Yeah, you ain't got him now.
No, I
Hey, let's get out of here, Bert. This place is haunted.
Mother, open up. It's George. Open up.
Well,
Mother,
Mother, what do you want?
Oh, no. I thought for sure that you'd remember me. Please. Something's happened to me. Something's happened to everybody. Just let me in. I don't know where to turn.
I don't take in strangers unless somebody I know sends them. This is a respectable boarding house, and I
Boarding
won't
house?
have...
Mother, don't you know me? Look, proof. I know everybody that you know. Your brother-in-law, Uncle Billy.
You know him?
Well, sure I do.
When did you see him last?
When did I see him? Well, today I was over at his house.
That's a lie. He's been in the insane asylum ever since his business went under. If you ask me, that's where you belong to.
She didn't even know me.
You look like you could use a friend.
Violet, why? You know me? Do you really know me?
Sure I do.
Oh, Vi, you gotta help me.
I'll give you all the help you need.
I gotta get this figured out. I could use, I don't know, a cup of coffee or something. I don't know, we just sit down to talk. Maybe we could just...
Sure, honey. But let's discuss price first.
Price? Oh, no. Vi, what's my name?
Your name?
My name, Vi, what's my name?
Whatever you say it is, sugar.
Oh, no, I gotta get out of here.
Hey, where are you going? Hey, what's the matter with you? Hey!
It's strange, isn't it, George? Each man's life touches so many other lives, and when he isn't around, it leaves an awful hole.
You got me under some type of spell or something. Well, I got to get out of it. I know how to. The last man that I started this whole thing was Martini. I know where he lives.
You do?
Of course I do. I helped him buy his house. He lives in Bailey Park.
Are you sure this is Bailey Park? Looks more like an empty field and a cemetery.
I'm not sure of anything anymore. There's a cemetery. There's nothing here but a cemetery.
There's no houses, George, because you weren't here to build them. Now look over here, George.
It's just another tombstone.
Read the inscription.
In memory of our beloved son. Well, what's the point?
Read the name, George.
In memory of our beloved son. I gotta scrape some snow away. Here. Beloved son. Oh, no. Harry Bailey.
Your brother Harry broke through the ice and drowned at the age of 9.
No, that's a lie. Harry went to war. He got the Congressional Medal of Honor. He saved the lives of every man on that transport.
Every man on that transport died, George. Harry wasn't there to save them because you weren't there to save Harry. You see, George, you really had a wonderful life. Don't you see what a mistake it would be to throw it all away?
Clarence, where's Mary?
Oh, well, I can't, George.
Tell me where Mary.
No, I'm not supposed to tell
me.
George. No, you never existed. She never married.
Tell me, or so help me.
Listen, let go, George. She's just about to close the library.
The library, 2 blocks. Mary!
That was unpleasant. There must be an easier way to get my wings.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a live broadcast of WHBC Playhouse of the Air. We thank you for braving the weather this Christmas Eve, and you'll be glad you did when you hear the story we have for you tonight, It's a Wonderful Life. Remember, This evening's program is being broadcast from coast to coast, and our listeners are counting on your reactions as a part of our listening pleasure. So don't be shy and feel free to applaud, laugh, swoon, and cry just as loudly as the spirit moves. I'm getting a signal from our stage manager that we'll be going live on the air in just 3 minutes, which allows us just enough time for a word from our sponsor. We would like to thank our following sponsors: Campbell Landscaping, Canton Palace Theater, Come Craft With Me, Coon Restoration, Habitat for Humanity, East Central Ohio, George Financial Services, Matt Graber, Kip Thorne Motors, News Talk 1480 WHBC, Patriot Software, Patriot Title Agency, and Triad Services.
And we're live in 3, 2.
1480 WHBC.
Good evening. Tonight we bring you a real feel-good heart warmer, perfect for this time or any Christmas Eve. It's A Wonderful Life. We begin our story in the little town of Bedford Falls, New York, US of A, where a number of people in the town are praying for their dear friend, a typical American dreamer named George Bailey.
Dear God, please watch over my husband, George.
George is a good boy. You know that. My son has always gone out of his way to give others a hand. Now it's him who needs the help.
Oh, my big brother George. He's done so much for all of us.
I remember all the times he would stay late after work, not ask a cent. The world needs more like George Bailey.
George Bailey never thinks about himself. I wouldn't have a roof over my head if it wasn't for him.
He had no sense of business, that George Bailey, just like his father. None of the Baileys were ever businessmen. It's his own fault if he wasn't prepared for times like these.
I can't help but think it's all my fault. Help him, Father. It's me who's putting him through all this.
Something's the matter with Daddy.
Should we pray for him, Mommy?
Yes, Suzu, pray. Pray very hard.
The voices carry heavenward where God summons Clarence, an apprentice angel.
Hello, Joseph. Trouble?
The name George Bailey keeps coming up.
Yes, I know.
We should probably send someone down.
Whose turn is it?
Clarence, the clock.
Oh, Clarence. He still doesn't have his wings, does he?
He doesn't have much going from it all, sir.
But he has faith, Joseph. A strong, simple faith. But it seems to me that's exactly what George Bailey needs right now. Send for Clarence.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, Clarence. Someone needs our help. His name is George Bailey, and he's about to throw away God's greatest gift.
Oh, his life?
His life.
Oh, dear.
It will be your mission, Clarence, to change his mind.
Oh, I have a mission. Sir, if I should accomplish my mission, might I perhaps have my wings? It's been nearly 200 years now, and well, people are beginning to talk.
Clarence, you do a good job, and you'll get your wings.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Now, no time to lose. Joseph,
Sir?
I'm turning this over to you. Brief
Yes,
Clarence on his mission.
Yes, sir.
I have my eye on some sparrows I must attend to. Good luck, Clarence.
No, thank you, sir.
Now then, Clarence, let's go back in time and get some background on George Bailey.
Come on, Harry!
That's him, George Bailey, 12 years old.
Oh, look, they're sliding in the snow down the hill.
Across the icy pond.
And riding on snow shovels.
It's a contest to see who can slide the farthest.
Oh?
And stepping up to the starting gate, my kid brother, Harry Bailey. I'm not
not scared, George.
Go, Harry, go!
Here I go!
There goes the scary baby, my kid brother, Harry Bailey!
Oh, he's going much further than the others and faster.
Out where the ice is thin.
Oh, the ice is breaking.
George!
Oh, he's fallen in. Oh, he's gone under.
I'm coming, Harry!
George! George is jumping in. Oh, where is he? Oh, there he is. He's got Harry.
Make a chain, life flight on the ice, make a chain!
Oh, they're pulling him out.
George saved his brother's life that day, but he caught a bad cold, and the infection cost him the hearing in his left ear. It was weeks before he could resume his job after school at Gower's drugstore.
It's me, Mr. Gower, George Bailey.
No. What's he doing? Playing with something bolted to the tobacco counter.
Cigar light. A complimentary light for customers.
Oh, but he doesn't smoke at his age?
No. He dreams dreams and makes wishes.
Oh, on a falling star?
No, on that old cigar lighter. It's a tradition amongst the boys in Bedford Falls.
Wish I had $1 million. Hot dog!
No, he'll get his wish.
Mr. Gower, you back there?
You're late!
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Hello, George.
Oh, hi, Mary.
I have a whole dime. I'm trying to decide between a soda and chocolate ice cream.
Hello, George. Hi, Violet.
Hello, Mary.
Hello, Violet.
Do you mind if I sit here at the soda fountain with you?
Certainly not.
The usual? Mary was here first.
I'm still deciding.
All right, then. 2 cents worth of licorice shoelaces. The usual. I'll get them. Be right back. Like him.
You like every boy you see.
What's wrong with that? Oh, here he comes. There you go, Violet. Thank you, George. Help me down off the stool. It's off high. Uh-huh. Never mind. There. Did it myself. Goodbye, George. Goodbye, Mary.
Goodbye, Violet.
Made up your mind yet?
Chocolate ice cream.
What? Sorry. Talking my good here.
Chocolate ice cream.
With coconut?
I don't like coconut.
You don't like coconut? Say, don't you know where coconuts come from?
A coconut tree?
No. Well, yeah, but where is that tree?
I don't know.
Tahiti or the Fiji Islands? The Coral Sea? Look here. National Geographic magazine. Only us explorers can get it. I have been nominated for membership.
Ooh.
You just watch. I'm going exploring someday.
I know you will.
Darn right. Hey, what's this under the counter? You dropped this?
No, George,
Hold on, I'll get it.
George? Oh, is this your bad ear? I know you can't hear me, but I love you, George Bailey. I'll love you till the day I die.
Here it is. Looks kind of some kind of telegram or something. You dropped this? Hey, what's the matter with you?
Nothing.
I'll get you that ice cream.
No, I changed my mind. I have to go. Goodbye, George.
No, don't that be all. Oh, hey, you forgot your telegram. Maybe it is a hearse. Dear Mr. Gower, oh, we regret to inform you that your son Robert died this morning of influenza. Everything possible was done for his comfort. Oh, gee.
George! Come back here!
Yes, sir. Mr. Gower, is there anything I can?
I'm just making this order for Mrs. Blaine. Pills. Doctor prescribed her.
Yes, sir, but...
Here, put the jar back up and Done with it?
Yes, sir.
The pills the doctor prescribed?
Say, this is poison. Mr. Gower, they got the diphtheria over at the Blaine house, don't they? You get the stuff for these capsules out of this jar, Mr. Gower.
Get going!
Mr. Gower, I...
Get up! Now!
Yes, sir.
Bailey Building and Loan. Oh, hi, Maud. No, he's in a meeting with Potter. Got a bad feeling about this. Tilly, I says to myself, that Potter's up to no good. Well, no, Maud. Every time he comes here, I start looking through the want ads for another job. Heck, I got skills, and I'm still young. Most.
Bailey, you're hopeless. Don't come crying to me when those people can't pay their debts.
I'm not crying, Mr. Potter, but times are hard, and a lot of these people are out of work.
Then foreclose. If they don't want to work, they have no right to own a house.
They want to work, Mr. Potter, but they...
If they wanted to work, they'd have jobs.
It isn't that easy. These people have children. I can't...
They're not my children. Are you running a business or a nursery, a charity ward here?
Pop, I need some advice. See these pills are...
Not now, George.
But...
Mr. Potter, have you no pity? Have you no more money than you could ever spend?
So I should give it all to the miserable failures who can't pay their mortgages? Or failures like you and that idiot brother of yours with your shoestring building and loan?
He's not a failure. You can't say that about my father.
George!
You're not a failure, Pop. You're the biggest man in town.
George, we'll discuss this at dinner.